everybody, Optimus Prime here, and it is the middle of January. However, I've been meaning to do this video for probably since the beginning of January. And I would have done if this package would have gotten here with this other figure that I'm waiting on. Would have gotten here sooner, but it only got here today, so I'm doing it today. So, this is the top 17 bots of 2017. Now, I only just made 17. Because one of these I'm doing, it's two figures, but I'm doing them together because they're essentially the same mold. So, without further ado, let's get started. So first off, we're going to do TFCC Ramjet. I had to check my list because I kept calling this guy Nacelle. Because he really does remind me of Nacelle. And I don't know if they've actually done one, but I believe this is TFCC Ramjet. At least that's what it was under in the eBay auction I bought him off of. But he does look a lot like Nacelle. So, I really like the Armada Starscream mold from the Generations toy. So this was kind of an easy win for me, but Ramjet is just such a different character, mainly because he's based on the subscription service Skywarp that they just repainted into this kind of red and blue and white color scheme, and sold him again. Or was he the free figure? I don't know. But anyway, a fantastic little toy to start off the year. Number 2 on the list is rather an odd character. I bought this guy mainly because he was a Japanese toy from Beast Wars 2. And that is Beast Wars 2 Hinrad. And I don't really know what to think of him other than it's a Tanuki that can stop time. Yeah, this guy's whole gimmick was that he could go a split second into the future or into the past and stop things. He was really cool, and he actually was a functioning alarm clock in robot mode. And quite honestly, I just really wanted him, to be honest. It's a Tanuki that's a Transformer. That's number 2. Third on the list, and for a very good reason, it's Cybertron Unleashed Optimus Prime. It's Primus Unleashed. That's the same thing. Optimus Prime, this is from the Cybertron line of toys, but it's the Armada repaint of the Deluxe Armada Prime. It's fantastic. It's a little weak. Like, these slide down on the arms rather more easily than I'd like, but overall it's a fantastic mold, and it is a fantastic color scheme for this. I'm a sucker for red and black anyway. But to have it as Armada Prime, red and black, sold. Done. Now, we reach the TFCon portion of the items that I've picked up. We'll do my first, well, technically this was my second GoBots purchase. GoBots Puzzler. I really like this guy just because he's so weird. Like, having the arms transform this way, and this is the correct way, at least these are the ones, oh no, this is backwards, sorry. Having the arms transform this way, based on a couple pictures I've seen, and the hands down by his crotch they're just really weird. But this was my first, aside from Bug Bite, this was my first entry into the GoBot. It really did strike that chord with me that was like, yes, this is insane enough to be something that I like. So, GoBots Puzzler is number 4. Now we pick up one of the definitive purchases at TFCon, and it was one that I had been wanting for years, and is actually something that is making me seriously consider getting another display case for all of my Optimi. Buster Optimus Prime. Now, Buster Prime has been a figure that I've been on the hunt for since he was released in Revenge of the Fallen. But he was just never at a good price, and to be honest, he wasn't that much different than the original mold, or at least that's what I thought. And then I found him at TFCon by Captured Prey, and he had some third-party accessories with him, and I was sold the minute I saw him. Oh, this guy's just beautiful. This is my movie masterpiece, Optimus Prime, for the movie. The Revenge of the Fallen Buster Optimus Prime. Now, the transformation does get on my nerves a little bit, because he's so finicky and fiddly, and I did end up taking the swords off back here, putting them away somewhere. I just think he looks a lot better without him. But anyway, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. I can count. Next up on the list is a figure I didn't technically buy, but I did go to the convention and he was part of my ticket, so I guess technically I did pay for him. Axis. It's TFCon Axis, and I believe this is a repaint of a Huffer figure. Don't quote me on that. But it's a Decepticon, and it's purple, and that Decepticon logo on his chest is actually a repro label. As you can see, it's starting to peel off, even though I put nail polish on there, so I wouldn't do that. But I added the Decepticon stickers on the side, because you really can't have him and not want a Decepticon him up. This guy is fantastic. The joints are a little loose in the shoulders, even after the nail polish treatment, so I tend to just leave him in this kind of gunslinging pose and put him in the Detolf. He's rather nice. I do enjoy him. I do enjoy touching him. Ugh. Next up, we have 07 Movie Jazz. Now this was, again, another TFCon purchase. I really don't regret myself for paying $25 for this guy. He is utterly fantastic. And TFCon this year was kind of the year of the Jazz, because I got this guy, the Alternators Jazz, and Downbeat, which I'll get to. And it's just, it was quite the year of the Jazz for me, because I really do enjoy Jazz. I really do enjoy the character of Jazz, but yeah, 07 Movie, I think this looks so much better than the original mold, and the light piping is just bright blue. It's so cool. Light piping. The original gray on the movie Jazz kind of left me a little cold. But again, like I said in my review, I was just kind of like, who's this? Why isn't he gray? But I remember really liking this paint scheme, and to have it in hand, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot better. Next up on the list is a Cybertron figure that everybody said was better than the original. It's Cannonball. I really dig this guy, and I really want to do a review on him, but I have to do him and Red Alert in the same span, otherwise it just won't make any sense. So Cannonball is the Decepticon version, and he's very dusty, because I put him on the shelf, and these are the ones that are not in the Detolf, that are just up on a shelf over there. So this is Cannonball, and he is fantastic. He is just the Red Alert mold, but it makes it so much better as a Decepticon. It's so much better as a Decepticon. So, that's Cannonball. Now my last purchase from TFCon, literal last purchase, and not last on the list in terms of purchases, is BotCon Mirage. Now, I really like this Mirage mold. I have the original Mirage, I have the Electro Fire version, I have the drag strip, and now I have this guy. And now I have this guy to add to my collection, and I really don't regret it because he is quite spectacular. He actually fixes a lot of the problems that the mold was starting to suffer from. Like his waist on the drag strip mold is really loose, so this one actually has detents. You can't, there you go. So it's not a circular peg. So it's got little stoppers on it, so that is really cool. And I really do dig that. Now, I can't remember any of the other figures having it, but I think the only one that I'm missing is Fracture. I don't have all the molds of this toy. Aside from the clear blue one, which I do want to get at some point, just because I think that looks really pretty. So, BotCon Mirage, which actually the clear one is another BotCon Mirage, but... Now Ray, I love mess, this one is for you. Beast Wars Transmetal Scavenger. This guy is so cool. I love all the arms, and the transmetalness is really cool. Now when I picked him up, I originally thought he was Inferno, and I bought him for I think $10. And was immediately like, yes, this guy is amazing. Turns out he wasn't, and he has no proper hands, but I'm okay with Scavenger having drills for hands. I'm quite okay with this figure. Now the Dragster mode is kind of a stretch. The Ant mode is really cool, but it can't stand up on these little legs. So we'll just keep it in robot mode then and have him all over the place. Which, if Tarantulas is anything to go by, he can shoot lasers out of his feet. That's awesome. Next up on the list is Little Titans Return Gnaw. Now this guy really took me by surprise because everybody, and I mean everybody, was blown up about him. And they're like, oh my gosh, Gnaw's amazing, and you can combine 6 of them into a Mega Gestalt. And I'm just like, okay, I'll pick one up if I can. So when I got my Optimus Prime 2-pack, the Evolution 2-pack from Orion Pax to Cybertron Optimus Prime, they were saying that it was on sale, and I used their link, so they got a few pennies back. Here you go, boys. I picked him up as well because he was like $9. Everywhere else had him for like 30. So I picked him up, and I do enjoy him. I didn't intend to do a review on this guy, but I just couldn't make anything interesting about a toy this big and a toy this bizarre. He's really cool, but I don't see why people like to army build him. Next up on the list is Takara Legends Misfire and Aimless. Now, this guy is everything that I wanted Misfire to be. He's amazing. I do wish the head was a little different, but overall, he's just fantastic. Blew expectations out of the water for being a Misfire toy. And he makes the old one look pretty crap, if I'm honest, but then again, there's a big jump in time. So, I really like this guy. I like the fact that it comes with this gun like the original did not. By original, I mean the Titan Return, and not the original G1 toy. So, LG, Misfire, it'll do. Next up on the list is a combined duo. If you watch this channel, it's by no means a secret that I love Armada, Energon, and Cybertron. So, of the three, I think that Cybertron Megatron is one of the best designs for a Megatron toy, and he could do so much. You could give him the armor of Unicron, you could give him the triple-barreled machine gun. He could combine with Nemesis Breaker when he was a little bit more powered up. But I really didn't go for the goofy colors of Megatron. So thankfully, he became Galvatron. And this guy is the one that I wanted over this guy. But oddly enough, this is the guy I got first. Yes, indeed. I saw this guy at TFCon 2013 and decided not to pick him up because I think the guy wanted like $200 for him. He's definitely not worth $200, but he does look like a $200 toy. He is amazing. Aside from the mold degradation that I have on mine where the this bit right in here, there's a little plastic piece that covers his arm in vehicle mode. That likes to come off of the peg, and this one not liking to unclip from vehicle mode. These two are pretty solid, and I hope they stay in my collection for quite a while. And now we move into the final four. Now these are in no order, as I've said in the beginning, but it's gonna finish off like you expect. These four are either Masterpiece figures or they're Masterpiece-alike figures. So with that stated, let's move on to MMC Calidus. Now this is not technically a Masterpiece toy, but it is a Masterful toy. I love that this guy takes the IDW design and transmits it into plastic. It is so cool. These on the side are very sharp. I just love the way that this guy looks both in vehicle mode and in robot mode. He is so cool. I do have a little problem with the head because it's so tight up in here to transform the head around. But other than that, he is a fantastic Rodimus. And I really want the, what are they calling it? The Shadow Calidus? The Nemesis version of this, which is black and purple. And finally, finishing off my TFCon purchases, it's MMC Downbeat. This thing is amazing, and I love it. I did want to pick up their Bounce Back, which is just this guy, but in stepper colors, which means he would be black and gold, which is a really cool color. But I decided not to, and Downbeat here is quite amazing. Part of the Year of the Jazz for me. I really do dig this guy, Jazz. And over the Coolsville, because I just think this guy looks so much better. Now, you can have him with his wings out to the side. I mean, it doesn't really bother me having him out, but I also have him next to Prowl, who has his wings out, so I like to tuck them back in there. It gives him a little bit more of a standout silhouette. So, Downbeat, everyone. It is time for a toy that I have been pining over since it came out. And I finally decided to pull the trigger on him. And I picked up a Masterpiece Starsaber. This guy is fantastic. He feels like an older toy. He feels like an older Bandai toy. But given a size increase. This thing is huge, and he's thick, and it just, oh, he's so cool. He has 2 different swords, and he comes with a little man that goes inside of another little man that comes inside of this power armor, and it is amazing. Now, I'm really glad I didn't pay full price for him, but I also really love this guy. I really love Star Saber, and that's why he's my number 2 of the year. I said these were in no particular order, but let's be honest, they kind of were. Because all of this pales in comparison to the one bot I'm about to show you now. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're sitting down. MP10B. Oh, this guy is so nice. He's the MP10 mold, but in Nemesis Prime colors, and look at that blood red windows. I love those. That Decepticon logo is nice. He's just everything I love about the MP10 mold, and it is one of my favorite masterpiece molds, but in black and teal and red. It's so very nice. Now, I'm gonna admit, I bought this off of Big Bad Toy Store, and when I got him out of the package, he was missing a front wheel. So this particular figure is actually going to get boxed up and sent back to them here shortly, because I contacted them and I said, hey, you know, he's missing a tire, and they, I think, what was it? I sent the email at 11:23, and I got a response at 11:25. So they were right on that. So I'm just waiting on the confirmation so I can send him back and get another one, get a replacement. And this guy is just, he comes with the Matrix, which I actually have in the box because, like I said, I'm sending him away. But it's just gotta be this guy. He blows the absolute snot out of everything ever, and I cannot wait until he is actually mine. So that has been my top 17 bots of 2017, and I hope you guys enjoy. I don't have anything on the way right now. However, I do have a few reviews in the works, so I will try to get those done as quickly as possible, so I can get them out to you, so you can enjoy them. Anyway, this has been Roctimus Prime with all of my top bots of the year, and I did have a few honorable mentions, but this video has already gone on way too long, so I'm just gonna cut that part of the video right now and say no honorable mentions. I can't put this guy down. I cannot. I don't want to put him back in his box. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great 2018. It is off to a rather cracking start, as I should say. And yeah, take care.